Tuesday, January 17th, 2023. This is update number 71. Let's get right into it. My, oh my, what a wonderful life. So for any of you who have been watching what has been going on since about Sunday or so, Life and L-Share have had very significant moves. We'll talk about that in just a moment. So it's been quite an eventful week, and we have much to talk about today. The market has also been very favorable over the last 2 weeks. We could see that with Bitcoin, from 17 and change, give or take, all the way up currently to 21,200. All right, and momentum shifting in that direction at the moment. All right, and that's a very stark difference from the overwhelming sideways action that we've endured for a while. Now, while we are not out of the bear market yet, bottoming is a process, so it's possible we may have already bottomed and are on the road to recovery. Here we go about L-Share. L-Share rose 350% in 3 days, while Life moved up 150%. Also, incredibly important, liquidity has also increased over 15x for Life, L-Share, and we continue to see these numbers increase. So that's for Life and L-Share. Should be combined, should be liquidity is 15x from where it was. These incredible moves coincide perfectly with some of the changes that we'll go over in this Tomb Tuesday, as well as the addition of Life on BNB and Polygon. Consolidation and simplification for staking and farming versus fragmentation of LPs have also helped build up and increase in liquidity and everything really for our ecosystem. Global market cap is over 1 trillion again, and Bitcoin is breaking some very important levels. As I mentioned last week, we are cautiously optimistic as a staircase up can easily lead to an elevator down type scenario. Regardless of the market, we continue to build, and that has been the theme throughout the entire bear market, is continuing to build. Now, since we are past the bottom, possibly, price targets for the next bull run. Here we go. Live Tomb, 1 L-Share and T-Share equals 1 YFI, 1 Life, and Tomb equals 1 FTM. Goes over the timeline as always, and we get into Quantum Miami. Now that's coming up. Next Tuesday will be the only Tuesday before Quantum Miami. So we have this one, and then we have the next one coming up, and then is Quantum Miami. That will actually start the following Wednesday, all right? So Wednesday the 25th to the 27th. So by this time next week, we will be stateside and prepping to kick off Quantum Miami. This event has been a massive undertaking and will prove itself to be the must-attend event of the year. Now, there's over 80 speakers and seemingly endless range of topics from all sorts of experts all across the world. All right, so if you're serious about DeFi and what the future holds for all of us, then I'll see you there. If you haven't seen for yourself yet, the agenda is now live, Quantum Miami, and you can see that through the link below or in the description, or of course you can go to Telegram or Discord, queue up the Tomb Tuesday, and you can get the link from there. Okay, today they're announcing Jared Gray. Now he's the head chef. He is the CEO over at Sushi Swap, which is a DEX that has been around for 800, almost 900 days, so 2+ years, which is great. He'll be joining the stage in Miami. Of course, all the links for the Miami stuff, you can get them right here. Again, they'll be linked in the description below. And of course, you can get them on Discord and Telegram. All right, moving on. Simple, elegant, clean. As you may have noticed, the team has taken steps to simplify the Life protocol. After collecting enough data and analyzing it thoroughly, we came to the conclusion that we simply had too many options, and therefore we were inadvertently making it more difficult for the end user. We have focused our efforts and streamlined our protocol in a way that is far more beneficial to all users, as well as the underlying Life and L-Share tokens. Now, it's fair to say the results speak for themselves as we saw massive gains on both Life and L-Share. These changes included streamlining the Nursery and Genesis offerings. The goal for Life was always to provide a simple, elegant, and clean protocol that had the power behind the scenes to change DeFi forever, but had a user-friendly interface for even the newest members of the community to use with ease. My mission is not done, far from it, but I think these latest changes help to push us further in the right direction. The roadmap for life continues as we now have the Nursery and Garden live, with the fountain still to come, even more on the way in the future. So let's take a look at that roadmap right now. All right, some key takeaways here. Where we start, Fountain of Life, life on Phantom, life on BNB, life on Polygon. So those are all done, wrapped up, and complete. Here we go. Unlocked the Garden. That just happened last Sunday. The Garden went live on BNB and Poly. And now we have the next milestone, Fountain of Life. So, of course, right now you can get to the Fountain of Life on Chain. That's the home. That's the home base for the Life protocol. In the future, shortly, we should be seeing the fountain on BNB, Poly, and Phantom. All right, CrossChain Garden. While we were busy improving all things Life, we released the Garden on BNB and Polygon. The Garden is our home for liquidity, and we have streamlined the building of liquidity by focusing on Life ecosystem tokens and the respective gas token for each of the 4 chains: Tomb, Phantom, BNB, and Polygon. The current APRs are really something to behold, with some of them well over 1,000%. So pair your Life or L share with the respective gas token for each chain and get rewarded in L share. That L share can then be staked in the fountain on Tomb Chain, and then of course, like I said, coming soon, Phantom, BNB, and Polygon. All right, here we can see start staking your Life BNB LP now. Current APR 1,065. Please keep in mind that there's definitely lag between making the graphic, Tomb Tuesday coming out, and making the video, and then you guys watching the video. So there's just go on the site and get the current APR if you're going to be going into either one of these pools. And next we have start staking your Life Matic LP now, 1,225. And again, the same disclaimer, there's lag in between generating the graphic, getting the Tomb Tuesday out, getting the video prepped and made, editing the video, and then releasing it to the public. So yeah, of course, just go on there, go to the Garden, you'll be able to see those for yourself. Speaking of cross-chain, let's continue with cross-chain fountain. Last week, Harry mentioned future plans to build the fountain on Phantom, BNB, and Polygon. Cross-chain has been a step-by-step process. First, the single stake options, then the liquidity providing and sharing reward option, which means the share rewarding so that you're getting the L share out of it, right? And then will come the fountain where once you have those share tokens, then you can put them somewhere in the fountain. Going cross-chain like this, slightly different because we already have the fountain. The fountain does exist on Tomb Chain. It just involves bridging things over to Tomb Chain to utilize that fountain. All right, so you'll be able to get your L share rewards, let's say on Matic, and down the road when the fountains are released, you'll be able to use that L share right on Matic in its own fountain. Okay, now all that stuff is taken care of between chain by chain. And those things will be coming soon. We don't have an actual date. We're just told soon. All right. So changes have already been implemented on the original fountain, with the print conditions being reduced to a single ratio. That's something that we saw, I believe it was on Sunday, maybe rolling into Monday. Here we have a sneak peek of what the fountain will look like or could look like on the Phantom chain. So you can see Phantom over here and you're in the fountain, and then the ratio over here, Life to Phantom. So you're looking at the Life token and then the ratio to the gas token on the respective chain. At least that is what we believe will happen. Now, of course, this is a mock-up, nothing but all 8s over here. So don't take into consideration these numbers. It's just a mock-up or a little sneak peek of what the fountain should look like when it gets over to Phantom. And then, of course, the same thing when you get to Matic and when you get to BNB. The 60/40 is back. All right, so for anybody that's familiar with Tomb, going back to inception and even the next 6 or so months, the Tomb OGs will remember something called the 60/40, and it was sort of like a not so degen style investment strategy. It was very good. Anyway, so it's been sort of reimagined into the Life world. All right, so if you're familiar with the original 60/40, this is the new 60/40. And we have 2 graphics we'll go over those in just a minute, but it'll help you visualize the process. This example is for the soon to be released fountain on Phantom, right? And we have a life one, 60/40 strategy for life. We have a 60/40 strategy for L share. I will go over the life one and the L share one. Just substitute life for L share, and you're just about good. All right, so earn or buy life tokens from either the fountain, the nursery, or, and this is new, validator nodes in the future. Take 40% of those life tokens and convert them for the gas token. So in this example, you're on Phantom. The gas token on Phantom is FTM. You take FTM, so 40% of what you earned in life tokens goes to Phantom, right? FTM. Then use the newly converted gas tokens and the remaining life tokens to create LPs. That will leave you with some excess life tokens, and that's for you to hold or wait for the next opportunity. So single stake options where you could put your life. You'll be able to do some stuff, vaults are, we don't have a lot of details on vaults, but there should be an option to be single staking life through the vaults to earn L3USD. So things of that nature, right? And then you just take those LPs, you stake them back into the garden, and you gain more L share. So for those of you who like the visual style, this just helps you visualize it. Nursery, fountain, life. You make some life. For example purposes, just say 100 life. It's very easy. So 100 life, you're going to take 40 of those life. You're going to convert them to FTM because you're on the Phantom blockchain. You're going to take 60 of those life. You're going to make LPs. There's going to be a balance left over of life. Do whatever you want with those. Take that LP, put it into the garden, make some more L share. Now, when it comes to 60/40 strategy for L share, right? So you have L share already, right? You're coming from the garden. So you have already staked your LP. You've made some L share. You take that L share and you could split your L share 60/40 again. So for easy math, you can either say 1 L share or you could say 100 L share, whatever easier for you. 40% of that is then again going to go over to FTM. 60% of that you're going to use to make that LP, right? Together, you're going to have a balance left over. This could just get staked right back into the fountain, or you can hang on to it. You look for single stake options, those types of things. And then that LP then gets staked into the garden to utilize your L share to make more life tokens. So that's the way the circle works. All right, the house that Tomb built, all these changes coming to life, and you may be asking yourself, well, what about Tomb? Worry not, friends, as Tomb remains the beating heart of the ecosystem and is more considered the degen play. The team and I are working on Masonry V2, which should prove to be a major improvement over V1. Tomb remains the gas token on Tomb Chain and the avenue to trading fee discounts on FELIX. And here you can see the Masonry V2 is coming soon. All right, so more details on that as they become available. Back in the spotlight, Harry was recently on Crypto Banter with Ran. So it's tough to lay low when your ecosystem tokens are pushing a 5x in the last few days. I was on Crypto Banter yesterday, and he's been taking calls all over the place, all over the world from all sorts of people discussing what is happening with life, what is happening with L share. All right, so the Crypto Banter video link can be found below. It should be queued up. That link should be queued up to the area where they start talking. I believe it's somewhere in the 40-minute zone, but that link will work, and that link will be in the description. All right, and then we continue on with development updates. You should be familiar with this section right now. Vaults, L3, those are in the audit process, back and forth until they're complete. And beta, new beta versions just came out again for the Life wallet. So again, you just go through that procedure so that new updates come out, new bugs are reported, those things get fixed, push a new update, rinse and repeat until it's complete. And then you can see the checklist. We don't need to go over that again. This video is already running a little bit long, but the checklist is always there for anyone to take a look at. Again, Discord, Telegram, wherever you want to get your Tomb Tuesday, you can get it right here on Medium, whatever you want to do. All right, ongoing alpha, pre-beta, again, same thing. So Fanti T-Bone, airdrops, Masonry V2, DeFi derivatives only, life chain, and more. So all those things are in some stage, but they're really not at a point to either talk about or no new updates that are pressing enough to make it into the upper section. Here we can see the newest comic. This is comic 22. It's titled Life Pump. All right, and that will wrap it up for this Tomb Tuesday. As always, we keep calm, tomb on, and enjoy life.